I discovered the valley of the shifting, whispering sands while prospecting for gold in one of our western states. I saw the silent windmills, the crumbling water tanks, the bones of cattle and burros picked clean by buzzards, bleached by the desert suns. I stumbled over a crumbling buckboard nearly covered by the sand, and stopping to rest, I heard a tinkling, whispering sound, and suddenly realized that even though the wind was quiet, the sand did not lie still. I seemed to be surrounded by a mystery so heavy and oppressive, I could scarcely breathe. For days and weeks I wandered aimlessly in this valley, seeking answers to the many questions that raced through my fevered mind. Where was everyone? Why the white bones, the dry wells, the barren valley where people must have lived and died? Finally, I could go no farther. My food and water gone, I sat down and buried my face in my hands, and resting thus, I learned the secret of the shifting, whispering sands. How I managed to escape from the valley I do not know, but now to pay my final debt for being spared, I must tell you what I learned out on the desert so many years ago.
When the day is hotly quiet and the breeze seems not to blow, one would think the sand was resting, but you'll find this is not so. It is whispering, softly whispering, as it slowly moves along. And for those who stop and listen, it will sing this mournful song of sidewinders and the horn toads, of the thorny chaparral, endless sunny days and moonlit nights, the coyote's lonely yell. Now the stars seem you could touch them as you lay and gaze on high at the heavens where we're hoping we'll be going when we die.
Yes, it always whispers to me of the days of long ago, when the settlers and the miners fought the crafty Navajo. How the cattle roamed the valley, happy people worked the land. And now everything is covered by the shifting, whispering sands. How the miner left his buckboard, went to work his claims that day, and the burros broke their halters when they thought he'd gone to stay. Wandered far in search of water, onto old Sidewinder's well, and there, their bones picked clean by buzzards that were circling when they fell.
How they found the aged miner lying dead upon the sand. After months, they could but wonder if he died by human hand. So they dug his grave and laid him on his back and crossed his hands, and his secret still is wander through this quiet land, and I'm sure you'll hear the story of the shifting, whispering sands. Shifting, whispering sands. This land is your land, this land is my land. This land was made for you and me.
As I was walking that ribbon of a highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond desert. And all around me a voice was calling. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. When the sun comes shining and I was strolling, the wheat fields waving, the dust clouds rolling, as the fog was lifting, a voice was calling. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island,